with Michael from Everflow. Everflow was very generous to help sponsor and bring this event to fruition for us. What's fascinating about the platform is that it can serve both the e-commerce merchant, but also the tech and agency side from a partnership platform standpoint. It is robust. There are other tools that I would say people are using. I have partners today that are using tools that are really actually designed for e-commerce and should probably move off of those to tools that are built a bit better for technology. And there's a lot of reasons from back-end tracking and other components that make it more valuable, but also from a partner collateral standpoint, which you don't need so much in e-commerce. And that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to dive a little bit more into program strategy, and we're going to get a little taste of the partner management tool itself. So Michael, thank you so much. I'll let you take it away.
Hey everyone, this is Michael. I'm VP of Marketing at Everflow. And today I'm sort of going to cover just a whole lot about all things performance partnerships. Let's see. And the sort of catchline for this is how to build up your performance channel without knowing how to do marketing. So first off, just to kick this off, one of the things that's great about doing partnerships the right way is that it means that you don't need to have specialization. You don't need to be a media buying expert. You don't need to spend a ton of time testing. It's all about finding the right people to work with that can deliver that specialization for you and deliver the performance you're looking for. So just to kick this off a little bit on my credentials. So as mentioned, I'm VP of Marketing at Everflow right now. We're the best partner marketing platform. I know a prior speaker might have mentioned that you should never say you're best, but in this case, I actually believe it's genuinely true. I was a client for 1.5 years before I joined Everflow, and especially in this space, most of the companies are like a decade old. So in terms of features and technology, we're genuinely a complete leap forward. And before that, when I was first getting started, I actually worked for a boutique affiliate management agency. You've never heard of it. It's called RevUpNet. It was in a small town called Lompoc near Santa Barbara, which you probably never heard of. But what's crazy is thinking back at that time, we managed some pretty cool clients. We launched the Shopify affiliate program on Commission Junction back in the day. Big Commerce, Quest $1 billion company. So it's been really funny to be involved in the early days of seeing these e-commerce companies grow, and now they're all massive giants. So just to give you some context on performance partnerships and everything around that. So on the B2C side, if you're trying to recruit, say, affiliates, influencers and stuff, they break down into these categories. So you have coupon and loyalty sites. These are all the discount sites. These are things like Honey, etc. Then you have content reviews. Those are blogs, general websites promoting, and then all of the review sites that are doing specific software reviews, etc. Then you have media buyers promoting on your behalf and buying traffic. You have emailers, lead gen, and then in-app publishers, depending on what is your product and what you're looking for. And B2B is pretty similar, except it's a lot more focused on strategic partners and referral partners. So if you're thinking about starting a partner marketing platform or a partner marketing program from scratch, the thing to keep in mind is that the easiest way to get started is espionage. So if you want to know how to structure it correctly, the easiest way is to sign up as an affiliate on your competitors' affiliate programs, especially if they're set up on the traditional affiliate networks like CJ or Impact. They're pretty easy to join. With those networks, they're always desperate for having cool new opportunities. So they'll basically approve any legitimate business as an affiliate pretty easily. So it's really easy to join, and these things have public marketplaces. So you can just look for your competitors. You can look for anything in your vertical, see how they've structured their program, and then build your program around it. In terms of growing your program, don't leave me here, but I recommend the easiest hack is actually starting with an agency. And a lot of times agencies in certain fields and stuff, they're pretty unreliable and they don't do a great job. But the nice thing about, especially for partner marketing, is that if they're recruiting performance partners on your behalf, those performance partners will stay long after the agency stops being involved, because if they're making revenue, they're not beholden to the agency, they're beholden to you as the brand or tech partner that is running the program. And in B2C in particular, most of these super affiliates, which are like the professional third-party marketers that deliver results in and out, day in and day out, they can promote virtually any product, and they are the same super affiliates that are in every single program. So back in my affiliate management agency days, there was probably like 20 or 30 affiliates which were in every single program we started, because they always delivered sales. And then by having an agency focus on just recruiting like these general affiliates that are always a good choice, it lets you focus on strategic partnerships that agencies typically aren't that good at. Because an agency is never going to know your ecosystem and your industry as well as you do. So they're never going to be able to truly recruit. They may pitch it like they'll recruit towards that, but realistically, you're always going to be the best at finding your industry specific thought leaders, publications, and influencers, and bringing them into your program, getting relationships going, etc. So you shouldn't really rely on agencies for that. And then the other thing that agencies typically are weak at is recruiting media buyers. And I'm going to go into that later when I explain how to build your own program successfully, like the things to watch out for. But just keep in mind that if you're working with a traditional affiliate network to recruit that side of performance partnerships, there's very few to nearly no media buyers still available for reasons that'll be explained later. For all of you that decide, nah, I don't need an agency, I'm going to go build this myself, here are some stuff to keep in mind. So first off, if you want to recruit like 90% of the super affiliates out there on all of the major affiliate networks like CJ, Impact, or Rakuten, here's what they break down to. So first off, you have loyalty sites and coupon sites, and these are really easy to find. Every single discount and coupon site is an affiliate. That's how they make their money, is that they refer users to products and then they get paid a commission, and that's how they make their money. And for them to be successful, they have to be really good at SEO or somehow getting in front of the user right before they purchase. So you can quickly just do some quick searches around like discounts, coupons, and cashback for all of your like major competitors, and you're going to see who's showing up there. Because if they're not able to rank there, they're probably not a super affiliate anyway. And you can reach out to them, like they're going to be happy to work with you. There's some dangers with this specific type of affiliate, but just keep this in mind, they're easy to find. Second up, review sites, it's very similar. They also rely on SEO as their primary way to get traffic in. So you can just look up things like top 5 reviews, top 10 reviews for all the categories that you think would be relevant for you. And any of the sites that are ranking up there, if they're doing that category review, a lot of times they're using affiliate links in that situation, and you can reach out to them. There's usually a nominal fee to get listed, and then they'll do a review for you, and they'll get paid every time they drive a sale to you. With content sites, the easiest way to think about reaching the most to get the best bang for your buck is just to work with content monetization tools like Skip Links or DigiDip. What these companies do is that, say a publication says like consumers are buying shoes at record numbers, that shoes in that article can actually just be linked out to any of their affiliate links, and then that will be a monetized link. And so what these companies do is they work with like thousands or tens of thousands of publications to provide them with easy monetization whenever they're talking about specific brands, or whenever they have a generic link to go out that they can promote to specific brands they're paying them on an affiliate basis. And then for influencers, if you're working with like CJ or Impact or anything, they talk a lot about influencers, but it usually boils down to just, they recommend you work with Reward Style, which curates a lot of like performance-friendly influencers. If you want to go past that and work with like the majority of influencers out there, it's working with things like Clear or Manu or any of these companies that are influencer marketplaces, they tend to be less performance focused, but especially right now, with so much of the brand budgets being slashed, influencers are going to be very friendly to working on a performance basis. So if you want to discover them, look for influencer marketplaces. For all the other types of partners, the harder side is it's all about building lasting long-term relationships that deliver results. Like, it's going to take you time. An agency is always going to be somewhat mercenary because they need to drive results right away to look good to you, and they need to get paid right away. And so they're focusing on these easy wins, the low-hanging fruit. So it's always best to know that, like, you want to balance here, and for the long-term relationships, you want to focus on building that yourselves rather than relying on a third party to do this on your behalf. So as mentioned before with coupon sites, this is like the most important thing to know whenever you have affiliate as one of your performance partnership channels, because affiliate marketing is a huge space. I think it's supposed to do something like 22 billion in sales in 2022. So there's a ton of money there being driven by affiliates. But the realities of the affiliate ecosystem is that they all revolve around these like coupon and discount affiliates that basically make money anytime that a user, say, clicks on, like, they check out a blog, they get excited, maybe that's an affiliate blog, they click on that link, they get to the site, they start shopping. Right before they purchase, what do? They decide to look for a coupon or discount, see if they can get a better deal. All of those coupon sites are affiliates, and when someone grabs a coupon, it's actually firing off the affiliate tracking link at that point. And now that coupon site is stealing credit from the blogger. They'd be stealing credit if it's an organic user. They're basically taking credit for all that last click attribution stuff because they are the last touch right before the consumer purchases. And because of this, it's really stunted the innovation of the affiliate marketing space in particular, because if you're an affiliate manager, the easiest way for you to deliver a lot of revenue in your system, this is both for agencies and for internal affiliate managers, is if you recruit these coupon sites, you're going to start seeing revenue right away because they're getting credit for so much stuff that would have happened anyway. There's a really easy way to get the initial traction that makes your affiliate program looks good. And so every affiliate manager works with these sites, and it's really skewed the ecosystem. And it's basically eaten the lunch of all of the media buyers, because if you're buying ads through Google or Facebook or anything like that, you have to pay for that traffic. And then if, say, like 30% or 50% of that traffic is then having the credit stolen by a coupon site, the media buyer is going to run out of money real quick. So the only ones that really stay around right now are buying your direct brand keywords, which I would say is a pretty low value media buyer. There's still lots of successful media buyers, but you have to go a different approach, and you can't really rely on these affiliate networks to find it because they've all disappeared there. So the other thing to keep in mind with the performance partnership program is that you have to have a strong conversion rate before you even start, because the performance partners are taking the risk. That's like the most important thing to keep in mind when you're even visualizing how you would create this in the first place. They're the ones taking the risk, so you need to set up the program so they can be successful and they can make money very quickly after they use their specialty to drive traffic to you. And this does mean that you need to focus on conversion rate optimization, which requires marketing. So when I said you didn't need marketing knowledge, that was kind of a lie. You just don't need to have specialization over everything. So the coupon loyalty sites is, if you're going to be using coupon loyalty sites, you have to deal with them. Like, if they're in your program, every other type of partner is at risk, and so you have to manage them properly. So the first way you can handle it is just not to work with them at all. There's plenty of studies that will show that these types of websites drive seeable brand lift. But you always have to be careful in these situations, because data can really mislead you without the willingness to test it over a long term and see how it's going. And they might be driving brand lift, but if they're also stopping you from working with other affiliates and other performance channels that would have driven more long-term value, like there's still consequences even if the data is telling you today you're making more money. The other way to handle this is the Everflow way of actually having like technologies and features that can help you with things that were built for a more recent era of performance marketing. So the way that we handle this internally and our clients can basically manage this through their platform is with a thing called click conversion time, which is basically tracking from the time that a user clicks an ad on a website or a publication, anything like that, from the time they click that ad to the time they purchase. It's easy to track the time it took. And this makes it easy to find out when a coupon or loyalty site is driving value, because in example one, they saw a blog, they were going to purchase, and right before they purchase, they go to a coupon site and click that ad and had their tracking replaced. When they go to complete their purchase, it's going to have a very short click to conversion time, which tells you that they didn't go through a full shopping experience from that coupon site. All they did was grab a coupon right before they purchased. In that case, you can just not give them credit. The other example is in the situation where they still came from a coupon or loyalty site, but they shopped for like 10 minutes and then purchased. So the click conversion time would be 10 minutes. In that case, it's almost certain that that coupon or loyalty site provided real value. They may not have started the credit, but they at least caused the user to go back and shop for a longer period. And that is a high value action, and they delivered some seeable value. And with any of these situations, you just have to keep in mind, like, you have to balance how much revenue you're generating today, because coupon loyalty will always be the easiest way to generate revenue now, versus the health of your partner program in the long term. And having a strong strategy on how to handle coupon and loyalty sites from day one is going to be essential to that, because they will start taking credit if you are not addressing them properly. One of the most interesting stats regarding Shopify as a whole is that 33% of all Shopify store traffic comes from Facebook. And just keep in mind, there's a lot of media buyers and networks that manage nothing but media buyers that specialize in driving this traffic on a performance basis. They're definitely out there. They're amazing. Feel free to reach out to me and I can recommend them to you directly. But like I said, these companies, they just don't exist anymore in the traditional affiliate networks because they got poached so much that they left it. Most of them moved to mobile. And one of the really interesting things is that we've been seeing we have a lot of background in helping mobile, and now we've moved into e-commerce. And we've seen that a lot of our clients and partners that do media buying have done the same thing, where they started with mobile media buying and they moved back into the desktop world as mobile gets more competitive and it's worth taking the time to test e-commerce products again. And what's cool about this is it means that once again, there's a ton of media buyers that are willing to work on a performance basis, have both the expertise and the war chest to make it successful, to take that risk on your behalf. So finding these partners is a great way to ramp up without the knowledge, internally of how to buy from Facebook or the willingness to take the risk to test out what's working. So when you're working with media buyers or working with any of these partners, you need to know how to catch the most common types of fraud and how to improve the overall performance. So one of the funny things about managing so many affiliate programs over the years is that most fraud is shockingly easy to catch. Like if you have a partner that you signed up, hasn't done anything for 6 months, and then delivers 20 sales in one day, pretty obviously suspicious. And most fraudsters are not exactly evil geniuses. So mostly it's about just knowing overall, like, to check the right metrics and just occasionally keep an eye on it, because you'll catch 99% of fraud by that, by just paying attention. And the easiest way to catch this fraud is just to require all of your partners to pass their placements or sub-publisher IDs. If you think of, there's basically two types, a lot of major affiliates and stuff. There are large companies at this point. They may own like 10 or 20 different publications or blogs. Each one of those is a different placement or a different sub-publisher, and they can pass those IDs to you. And you can then see the performance on each of those. And then the other side, either for your own internal media buying or for external media buying through partners, they're buying from thousands of placements. And if you're breaking it down by placement ID inside of your own tracking, it's really easy to see which placements are delivering results and which ones are delivering garbage. One of the most common types of this is that partners for a long time that deliver really quality traffic have realized that if they can only deliver, say, like 10 sales per month, but they're really high quality, they can work with one sub-publisher or sub-affiliate that delivers like incentivized sales and delivers, say, like 10 more incentivized sales. And overall, it's going to look good because their normal quality is so good. They're going to make a lot more money because now they're delivering 20 sales. But from you as the one paying for these sales, really, you're getting 10 amazing sales and 10 like horribly like low quality sales that are never going to do anything. So by being able to look on a placement or sub-publisher level, you're quickly going to identify like which placements are delivering quality. And then similarly on the media buying side, there's always going to be a mix of high quality, high engagement users coming from certain placements and then other placements that are low quality. And by taking a quick look at this like once a day or once a week, it's really easy to know like what to focus on and what to deactivate. So one other thing to keep in mind, you want to have a partner program set up. This is just a great way to track the performance being delivered from all of your partnerships. And the best way to really get your own value that agency can never provide, but will deliver you the highest quality users over and over again, is your own customer base. Find the most happy and vocal customers, the ones that will be your evangelists, that will sing your praises. Get them into whatever partnership program you have set up and start tracking their results. You may not want to pay them for this. They may not want to be paid for this. There's always a balancing act there. There's a lot of research into intrinsic rewards versus extrinsic rewards. Intrinsic is that they are referring business because they just love your product so much. And people get a warm, happy feeling when they do that. And as soon as you add money, it starts to feel more mercenary. So sometimes it's not motivating, but everyone likes to see that they have delivered results. Like if a customer has sent you 10 customers this month that have become like paying customers, that makes them feel good. It makes them feel valued. So either way, you want to be able to track this and to provide them with that data. So in terms of the metrics to pay attention to, like the real simple is like, you don't have to worry about it too much. If they're delivering conversions and they're making money doing it, that's going to be a happy relationship that's going to last long past any agencies involved, because if they're seeing results, they're going to keep running it. They have no reason to stop. And you just need to make sure that you're watching out for fraud and conversion poaching, because if you're catching those, you can just let it run and you can know that it is a sort of cycle that feeds on itself and continues to provide value. So it's pretty easy on that side. The two metrics I recommend to watch out for are the click to conversion time, because you want to make sure that you're not getting conversion poaching last second, and to track both conversions and events. So the more advanced tracking platforms can do this. A conversion is anything from like your purchase, the first sign up, etc., whatever is the base event you want to consider as like the main conversion event. And then events are just all of the different engagement around it. So sign up for a newsletter, sign up for upsell subscriptions. When you have these events tied back to conversions and tied back to users, it's so much easier to evaluate which of the performance channels are truly delivering more value, and really understanding each of your channels on a deeper engagement level. And something that we really focused on the Everflow side, and I personally think is the future of like partner marketing, is the ability to track everything. Because from the affiliate management side, like one of the biggest issues you have to worry about is everything is siloed in the traditional company space. You have your performance partners, like your internal media buyers competing against your affiliate management, competing against your influencer manager. Each one of them wants to get credit for conversions so that they look better. And if you can't track this all in one place, you really can't evaluate on an apples to apples comparison of like which channel is actually delivering more value. So one thing that we've really focused on Everflow is being able to consolidate the ability to track every single performance channel in one place. So you can really analyze like what's delivering results, and you can see whether your media buying might be driving more sales today, but not driving a lot of long-term sales. Your influencers might drive less sales, but a lot of engagement. You want to be able to see how they all look together. So really quickly on how to track this. Affiliates are best done through traditional tracking links. That's what they're used to. They've been promoting for a long time, traditionally, if they're affiliates. So you want something that just fits within what they do. Influencers are best served by coupons or unique destination pages because they typically use platforms that cannot actually link out. So you want to give them something that works for easy shout outs on their side. For media buying, we recommend a thing called direct linking, and we adopted this about a year ago, and now we see a lot of our competitors releasing this as well. This is basically tracking sort of like Google Analytics, where you buy an ad on Facebook, it's going straight to your website, and then when it gets to your website, there's tracking on the website itself that pulls the information from the URL, like a UTM code, assigns that to a partner or channel, and then tracks them accordingly. And when they purchase, you can track all the performance from that partner channel. So direct linking is a better way to do that because third-party links are typically flagged by Google and Facebook on a regular basis, so it's not reliable. For in-app, you use postback method, which is similar to tracking links, but it passes a unique identifier that then goes to a mobile measurement partner, which does the internal attribution of every app. And that can post back, which is just returning that data based on a unique ID to your tracking platform. Emailers, you can use any method, just make sure that you have a shared suppression list management tool because you need to have compliance across every emailer you work with. For content, it's best to track on the impression basis where you're not requiring any clicks, you're just tracking every impression of that post and then giving them view through attribution if they then go to your website and purchase. Subscriptions and rebills, we handle that. This is something we've been trying to solve on our side. So we've recently released an email address attribution where when the purchase happens, the email address that was used in that purchase or subscription is then attributed to a partner. If that subscription happens again with that email address, we send that data back to us, and then we credit the partner associated with that email address. And this works with all of the different subscription tools that don't typically have a methodology that is suited for performance, but they all can pass back that email information. And just to wrap this up, for partner marketing to really unlock the true value and just be your staple #1 channel for performance, the best way to handle that is to track everything in one place so you really understand what's working and how your paid media is performing against your partnerships, is performing against your influencers, and that you can test all of them on an ongoing basis and keep expanding what's working. So that's it. If you have any questions or you would like any partner suggestions, you can always feel free to email me at michael@everflow.io, and I'll post it up in chat too. And remember, knowledge is power. Thanks, everyone.